As summer slowly slips away, director Megan Park is stoking the fires of nostalgia with her sophomore feature, My Old Ass, a coming-of-age story set in those sweet final weeks before her 18-year-old protagonist leaves her lakeside hometown for college in the big city. Maisie Stella, Nashville, Flowervale Street, stars as Elliot, a free-spirited teen whose birthday mushroom trip brings her face-to-face with her old-ass, 39-year-old self, Aubrey Plaza, who delivers some choice advice and words of warning that transform her relationships with her family and friends. There's such a sadness, but a sweetness to that change and the passing of time, Park tells Variety, thinking back on that transitional period between childhood and adulthood when you know life is about to shift, but you can't quite pinpoint how. Sweet is a word Park uses generously and fondly when discussing her work. In fact, the writer-director has made it a bit of a mission to make heartfelt and sweet movies, even though some people in the industry, which tends to prioritize edginess, don't think that's particularly cool. There were so many iconic movies, like Stepmom, Now and Then, and My Girl, that are so emotional and heartfelt and sweet, but had these gut punches that defined me and moved me. It would be an honor to make a movie that was considered a movie like that. I think those movies are very cool, she says, adding a dash of sass to her tone for emphasis. Despite the fact that Elliot is a teenage girl coming of age in Canada, Park, who grew up in the small town of Lindsay, Ontario, insists that the story isn't autobiographical. I relate to each character in this movie in such a different way, she says. I'm part of Elliot, I'm parts of the mom, there's me throughout it. The movie has meant different things to me as I've made it, as my own life has changed. I had another kid. I recently lost my dad. What's so exciting and such an honor is seeing people from all different places in the world and all different backgrounds and ages respond to the film in different ways. I hope this film would speak to like anyone with a heart, but it's really exciting to see that it's reaching the old dudes, she continues. When Park began work on My Old Ass, she was in her feels, as the youths say. She'd just come off directing her first feature, 2021's The Fallout, a drama unpacking the emotional aftermath of a school shooting starring Jenna Ortega and Maddie Ziegler, and she was spending time in her hometown. I was sleeping in my childhood bedroom and thinking about the last time I made up dances with my friends from school, she recalls. I was like, wow, imagine if I'd known that this was the last time. Would that have ruined it? I didn't know, but I was just feeling really nostalgic and all the mixed emotions you get when you go home. Park wasn't a particularly nostalgic person in her 20s, I was a bit more blissfully and just kind of selfishly in my own headspace a lot, she says. But as she's gotten older, she's become decidedly more so. The more of the world that you see, and the more shit that you go through, you also appreciate that bubble of childhood, and the gift that my parents gave me of having that blissfully peaceful, unaware of most of the shit of the world, Park, 38, explains. Then, you want to try to recreate that the best that you can for your own kids and protect them. Becoming a parent has made me much more sentimental. How can it not? When we meet on the rooftop of her West Hollywood hotel in early August, Park is in town for a quick trip to the city for a special screening of My Old Ass, only the second time she's seen the film with an audience following its buzzy Sundance debut in January. Ahead of the movie's September 13 theatrical release, Amazon MGM Studios leaned into the late summer vibes by hosting cozy campfire-esque advanced screenings in New York and LA, including a sold-out outdoor Cinespia screening. We talked to a lot of people who loved the film and saw it at Sundance, but there was just something about the team of people there that really understood what the movie was right away, that was just so clear, Park says of working with the studio. We felt confident about their ability to get it to the right audience in a way that was true to the film. They're tapping into that campfire summer feel of the movie and marketing it in a way that's really unique and exciting and different, which I hope the movie is too. This is all new for Park, who'd already built a successful career as an actor. The Secret Life of the American Teenager, Charlie Bartlett, Hallmark's A Christmas Wish, before transitioning to directing movies. But The Fallout was made and debuted amid the COVID-19 pandemic, so everything was virtual, including winning SXSW's Audience Award. This whole movie, from start to finish, has been filled with so much joy, Park says of shooting My Old Ass on location in the lakefront territory of Muskoka, Canada, where she'd spent summers growing up, and now turning it over to audiences. I don't know if it was the experience of all of us being up there together and it really feeling like a summer camp and bonding in that way. Everyone involved feels so close and like family.